Biggest takeaways from the Warriors' Game 7 win over the Rockets in Houston.
Buddy Hield.
That you need your corners, man. You need the corners. And Buddy Hield just came through for us. They don't win that game without him. All it takes for a guy like Buddy Hield, kind of remind me of myself just to see the ball go through the hole. And I say after that half-court shot, it was go time. And that got his juices flowing, throw him shots at the right time when they needed it. And yeah, man, you gotta give props to that guy to play through all the Steve Kerr ups and downs. You got the I keep forgetting his name. The not Brzezinski, but
Podziemski.
Podziemski.
Brandon Podziemski.
Guys like that starting in front of him, and for Buddy Hield, the sad part about this, a guy like Brzezinski will get paid more than Buddy Hield too. So. But it comes to show you that you need players like that. They had them games in the playoffs when you need them. It's Game 7. He showed out.
Yeah. I think for me, it's just them staying poised. They've been in so many different situations, playing in the playoffs and having guys like Kevin Looney come in the game, his little minutes that he did, whatever. Yeah. But those were big moments. Buddy Hield stepping up when they needed the most. Jimmy Butler was going to do his thing. Steph struggling in the first half, and then Steph being able to take over in the fourth quarter, things like that. Just the poise, man, just the maturity and all the experiences that they've been through this. It just showed a lot about them as an organization, as a team.
Yeah, I mean, once it went to a Game 7, it actually favored Golden State Warriors. Superstar, veterans that's been there, veterans that's won, veterans that's carried teams. They had the experience versus, a group where the best players are very inexperienced. And it kind of showed the whole playoffs. So for Steve Kerr to switch his lineup to actually start Buddy Hield now, like he did at the beginning of the season when Buddy Hield was performing. What's so funny is it's sometimes that's all it takes. Is I'm coming off the bench playing these bench minutes, and then you start me, and now I have my starter game.
Yeah.
And that's what it looked like. That him as a starter, we see what he is.
Yeah. So Buddy moved into the starting line, I believe, after Game 4. So Game 4, 5, 6, and 7. Games 5 and 6, 4 total points combined. Have 4 points Game 5, 0 points in Game 6. Came through with this 33-piece.
Yeah, that bench. Listen, listen. When you're playing with Steph and they're doing all that against Steph, Buddy Hield is the second option.
Yeah.
Right. That can flat out just shoot the ball. So when you're talking about scheming against Steph, you need Buddy Hield. When Buddy Hield's coming into the game, and Steph is coming out of the game, now the focal point on you got to do your thing. Which changes your game. But can I ask you a question?
What? What do I do now?
When you talk about corner,
that is a corner.
He's a corner? How is he a corner guy? He's a starter. Like, he started before. I thought corner guy, like, you're not a corner guy. I don't even know why you claiming that.
No, that's what we are.
No, J.R. Smith, y'all not corner guys.
The elite corner.
That is a six-man.
It's
Those are six-man.
It's levels.
No.
Because when you got the ball, where do I got to be?
Moody is a corner.
When you got the ball.
But you get plays.
I do.
So that's not corner. Corner is a guy who don't get no plays.
No, corners need plays because that's the only time y'all listen. That's the only time stars listen.
A hybrid corner? Or
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Elevated corner?
It's levels.
Like, corner guy is a guy who...
guys to me, like Carlos Delfino, like when I...
Yeah, not even him. Like Moody is a corner guy. Sit your ass in the corner and swing, and you eventually get it at some point.
It's levels. Corners is everything but the...
Like Austin Reeves can't be a corner.
He is to a
certain
extent.
No.
He can get out of it once he get his own team, but... Luka got the ball.
Fornication.
Where do he got to be?
I mean, now that you say it like that, Nick, you ain't a corner.
You're not a corner guy.
You come down.
First of all, a corner guy don't average 18 points. I'm sorry. That's a six-man.
No, it's the elite. It's the elite. We elite corners. We got to be in the corner.
You're not a corner boy, you're a corner man.
Like, corner guy.
Like later in your career.
Your ass is getting 3 shots
That's,
your ass
that's
better
all the
make
way.
though.
That's all the way bottom.
Your ass better
That's
make
all the
though.
way bottom. That's all the way bottom. But
Later in his later in your career, he was a
yeah,
corner guy, but not in the
entry-level.
beginning.
Not at the beginning. When you got the Golden State, corner guy.
Yeah, corner, but not
your ass in that corner.
not with the Wizards and Lakers. Hell,
Lakers, Wizards,
level.
Lakers, Clippers.
It's
That's
level.
no.
yeah,
Man.
you ain't no corner guy.
That's you 6 man, 7 man.
You elite. That's the elite. You got, it's levels to it. It's like you got superstar and you got star. You got super corner and you got regular
I
corner.
think you was on that bench in that you was on the bench in the Golden State, and you started thinking about everybody else. Like that's not you, brother. You trying to fit in.
It came with
Kwame Brown was
Kobe.
a corner nigga.
Kobe said,
He
get
was
your
a corner
ass,
big, quarter
said,
big.
Yeah, that's
corner.
That nail
Unnecessary.
spot, the corner for big.
Hit the nail spot, you hit the dunker spot,
dunker, I
you
mean,
sit
the
your
dunker.
ass down.
The dunker
What
spot
Co-
is their corner.
What Kobe say?
To get your ass in that corner. That's when I said, I'm a corner nigga. I get it now.
I get it.
I had my team until you got here. And I took my ass right there. And
So, Buddy Hield, corner store,
Oh,
in your
man.
opinion, Swag.
No, he ain't
he's
the liquor.
elite. He's
He ain't in the
elite.
liquor store,
He's
man.
elite.
Nah.
Nah, liquor stores, they don't score.
That's the
That's
corner.
Patrick Beverly type shit. They just get hit in
That's the corner, nigga. the Derek Fitz, yeah, sit in the corner. Brian Shaw, sit your ass in the corner.
So, like I mentioned, Buddy Hield set a playoff career high, 33 points. X factor for the Warriors in this game. So we saw a clip a few weeks back of a mic'd up Steve Kerr clowning Buddy on the bench, reintroducing him to Steph Curry. We're not watching the clip, I'm just telling you what happened. You remember that clip. Hey, meet Steph. Buddy, meet Steph. Greatest shooter in the world, trying to play him. He was just joking around, but
playing them at the
nonetheless,
same
he was
time.
playing him
It
at the
was a
same
subtle
time.
play.
So, Swag, you said Buddy's corner store level. Good to see Buddy Hield repping for the corner store dudes.
Yeah.
And the Dubs gave some win. Did it bring a flutter to your heart?
Oh man, it was a down there cry, because I just know what he was going through at the moment, when you say things like that, when Steve Kerr say little things like that, they do that. And that stuff kind of hurts because you're like, damn, I could shoot too, shit. Sometimes. And that can mess with your confidence because now you thinking, I gotta pass it to Steph every time, and
You do.
you pump faking your shots. I know you do, but sometimes you open and be like, fuck, should I shoot this or pass? And sometimes for a guy like Buddy, I feel like he's best when he's not thinking as much. I think you gotta let him just be Buddy.
Yeah, there's this real thin line between like being an option 2 and a 6-man.
Yeah.
Right? You like when Steph is going.
Oh yeah.
Then you look for him. But for the most part, like, as a player who is a number 1 player, you do need your Buddy Hields to hit shots.
Yep.
You that's the most frustrating thing. Like I don't give a fuck what
Right.
the coach is telling you.
Right.
If I'm passing you the ball, I need you to hit those shots because I need the defense to be regular.
Yep.
See, if they're sitting there double teaming me, triple teaming me, and you over here sitting there looking for me, that hurts me. Go try to score. I need you to make them say, hey, redo the defense.
Yeah.
Call a timeout. All right, we're going to play straight up. Now, once they play straight up, now I get to get back off. Like, so if I'm passing you the ball and you're not shooting, you pump fake and doing that dumb shit, I need to pump fake. Like, you know who irritates me? Pazinski sometimes. But I know he's a rhythm player.
Yeah.
But sometimes he'll be open, and Steph needs you to hit that shot or at least take that shot so your man stays,
Yeah.
What's
Honest,
the name?
honest.
All right, you got to be honest.
Yeah.
If not, you pump fake and now you want to sit there and probe and
Right.
do all that.
Yeah.
That's fucking Steph up.
But Buddy Hield, he's a natural. Like that's what he do. So
Like Steph needs Buddy Hield. Brzezinski he just needs screens.
Yeah.
Like he's I like him. He's a crafty left-handy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rashad said he was right. So
Right at what?
He said that he was the one that said Buddy Hield was gonna have this game. He's put it in the chat. He just said, that he was the one that came out and said it. I'm just saying.
Anybody? I don't know.
I don't remember. I'm not gonna let it. Well, I'm not gonna let
If
it.
he's right, he's right. I don't know.
That's what he said.
I know I said Buddy Hield need to start over Brzezinski because he was the 2 guard and they was playing very well.
You know what? It ain't even about who's right. It's wrong.
He's right. I mean,
Stick together, ladies and
Buddy
gentlemen,
Hield
here in the
is-
arena. But Jimsky did average 11 points per game in that series. Came up with some timely plays.
yeah, but
But he was on. Yeah, he was
But
a little.
the problem is he's
Sounds
a
like Kevin
point
Looney
guard,
minutes.
Yeah.
not a shooting guard.
Yeah.
He is literally a point. He needs to he's not a catch and shoot type of guy. He is, I got to put the ball down. I got to probe. You got to treat him like more of like a Brunson style, right? So having a Brunson and another point guard is kind of weird, right? So it's either have Steph as Clay now, or Przenski sits on the bench and have Buddy Hield. But it seemed like they started all three of them and went very small.
So, Swag, you played under Steve Kerr, played for this Warriors franchise, experienced beating the Rockets in the playoffs, but talked about
I knew this was gonna
Steve
fall.
kind of playing Buddy to the left, reintroducing to Steph. How often does Steve Kerr do passive-aggressive stuff like that?
Oh, yeah.
To the non-stars.
Yeah, he does it. The second game of the year, I got that. First game, opening night, I had one of them Buddy Hield games, and second game, he hit me with the, I'm not gonna play you tonight. We're gonna play Patrick McCall. He's not feeling it. He's feeling a little down right now. We need to get his energy going. I had 20-something, 25 first game, and didn't play the second. So those type of things can mess with your head a little bit. But you don't want to be the guy to start confrontation because it's a championship team. I didn't want to be that guy that's mess up the flow. I know Buddy is feeling the same way, So I'm just good to see him go out there.
Yeah, but ain't that what Phil Jackson used to do to players?
Mind games?
Like play the mind games?
Not on game day. What the fuck you playing the mind game on game day for?
Yeah.
Especially when athletes are superstitious.
Right.
Athletes are superstitious. So their success, if you look at some of these guys and you ask them, what do you guys do every day on practice day and every day on game day, you will realize they do the same thing. Somebody wears the same drawers on game days. Niggas wear the same socks, right? You drive and eat the same food, right? So when you as a coach start interrupting that with dumb shit, mind games, you kind of fuck everything up. That player can get lost where you say, hey, look, I'm not gonna play you today.
Felt like
I'm gonna play this person.
wrong. Yeah.
Right now you sit here and oh, I'm not playing today. Now you are this out. Now let's say this person got in foul trouble. Now it's oh, hey BJ, we gotta play you. You didn't go through your routine.
But
You didn't go through your routine to get prepared for the game. Just like how they get prepared for the game, an athlete gets prepared for the game. So if you're telling me before the game, you don't need me, one, that tells me you're a dumbass coach. Not saying Steve Kerr's a dumbass coach or anybody who does it. Me personally, I'm saying you're a dumbass coach because that means you're coaching from a piece of paper in theory, not the actual game. That means you're not watching the game in real time to let me know what the game needs. You're already prejudging what the game is.
Right.
You done simulated. This is not a fucking simulation. The game is, I'm gonna start, okay, he's playing bad. Hey, BJ, get in there. Shit, BJ. It's situational.
But what about, that whole thing about when you come in the league, you gotta stay ready, be ready.
You stay ready, be ready until I tell you you're not playing today.
Yeah, that's
Well,
different.
If I say you're not playing today, you're not gonna stay ready, be ready.
We see it happening with Kuminga. Kuminga played a little bit in this
game. No, but I'm saying, if I'm active, if I'm on the roster, I'm the 12th. Say I'm the 12th guy. You tell me I'm not. I still should be ready though, right?
But you should. But is that the case? You've heard players say, "I ain't playing today." Are they ready? Be ready? No.
Yeah.
They don't have their shorts on. They don't have their jerseys on.
Knowing you're not gonna play is a totally different way of coming to the arena than knowing you might play.
No,
It's like going to a
for sure. But I'm just saying it could be a foul. It could be a foul trouble situation. Like did Kevin Looney know he was gonna play in Game 7?
But he couldn't tell him he wasn't gonna play.
He's been there long enough to. He's in a different situation.
That's like the work saying, you know you ain't gonna get none tonight.
No, it's like
She lying.
I'm on a period. But come over. Like, oh my God.
So we've seen this happen
You
with.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's no chance now. You saying that I'm not gonna get it, I still got
might
a
got a chance.
possibility. I'm gonna go shoot my shot still.
Okay.
Life
But when
finds
you
a way,
know you're
Gil.
not getting, I know I'm not
I'm
gonna get
not
it, changes
getting
your
it.
perspective.
So we saw it with Kuminga. Kuminga been getting done dirty
Yeah, he feeling
for the last few weeks.
sure.
Played 7 minutes in this game, was 0 for 4, didn't score. But
feeling it.
said he was tired of hearing people say, stay ready. He was going to be ready.
Yeah.
But we're seeing the effects of how they've been doing them.
Mental. We see what Clay looked like last year.
Man.
Right? We're not getting his contract. We see what a mental fucked up. We seen what Westbrook looked like when he Was it needed?
Yeah.
Right? We see it's more mental than anything. If you're in the NBA, you are talented. The up and downs come from mental.
Yeah.
That's all. That's really all of the mentally strong is the elite.
Yeah.
So we can say whatever we want about players and, they're not mentally strong. The elite is mentally strong.
Yeah, for sure. Gil you mentally strong, Gil. I ain't gonna lie to you. You are.
Like it's
I used
like
to call you when I was down.
yeah, and I thought, hey man, fuck all that, man.
Yeah, fuck
Bust
all
that
that,
motherfucker ass, and then I know he's gonna go out there and perform.
I had my best games like that. Yeah.
Like it's all about mental. If you mentally think you can do it, you're gonna do it. If somebody tells you, that's why I tell a coach can never put confidence in a player. You can only take it.
Yeah.
A player gets his confidence from work ethic and training and this and busting some player's ass. You can only take it from them.
But I mean,
Saying shit like, we're not gonna play you tonight.
Yeah, but
And you looking at the people you playing and you're like,
yeah, but that's.
but isn't the coach doing the opposite? I say, y'all believe me, I want you to shoot it every time you get it.
cool.
I'm
It's
just saying
like a hater.
that's not
Cool.
gonna build your confidence
Nah.
to make you.
I mean, that's what I'm
That'll
saying.
help
Like,
me out.
like, doesn't it build like if they say, I ain't playing or this and that, and you come back the next game after that.
Stay ready, be ready. Right. Stay ready, be ready. I'm gonna go get you, dog. Stay ready, be ready, and you just sitting there like,
Right? Yeah.
is that building your confidence?
But you're a pro though.
Play me 48
And
minutes.
that leash
right?
can hurt your confidence.
I'm
too.
human.
When you miss a shot.
Yeah,
it
no,
took you out the
I get
game.
it. I get you human, but other people don't care.
Play me 48 minutes. Like, the New York Knicks, I don't give a fuck what
Yep.
they tell you, they have confidence.
They got confidence.
All of them with a
sure.
starting five. Because they know no matter what they do, they playing at least
Yep.
40-something minutes.
Yep.
That's the confidence. I know I'm not going to get subbed out for turnovers,
Yep.
mistakes, missed shots. I can be 0
Okay,
for 12.
yeah, nah,
That's
I mean,
the confidence.
I mean,
the time is a confidence.
Yeah.
I think going into these playoffs, you said you needed to see playoff Jimmy be aggressive, taking shots.
Jimmy hit some shots.
Like I said, he missed the bulk of game 2, didn't play game 3. But beyond those,
We wasn't worried about, listen, we wasn't worried about Jimmy, playoff Jimmy himself. We was worried about the team adjusting to the shots Jimmy are creating for him in regular season, and then Jimmy Butler's creation in
Playoffs.
the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? You know, in regular season when Jimmy was driving, he's not thinking shot, he's thinking pass. And these guys are getting open, diving, flaring to the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now when Jimmy Butler comes in for the game, a playoff game, and he's sitting there looking for his shot, and these guys are catching and flaring, they're open, it's like, well, this ain't the same dude. And that was the only thing I was worried about. Like, it was more the team aspect. They was used to you doing something.
getting comfortable with the aggression.
So the starting five, like Jimmy playoff, the starting five looks great, bench looks washed. When Jimmy Butler was in regular season, bench looked great because he was making these passes to posts and Moody and stuff. And now, now he's like, no, I'm shooting these shots. And they sitting there like, yeah, so you don't need us no more, huh, motherfucker?
And Steph always going to be Steph. Obviously, the Rockets tried to neutralize him. On the scoring side of the ball, he still found a way, like he does.
I mean, it's a different balance though with Jimmy. Like, if you're looking at it, Jimmy is something that the Warriors never had, too, playing next to Steph.
Yeah.
A guy that can get to the rim and, that shoots 13 to 15 footers. And then you got, Buddy Hield coming to himself that's, you just need him to just shoot the ball. Like, you just hoping that he just shoot and stay aggressive. So, it's a different type of look. But I like the look. I knew Jimmy was going to, this is what Jimmy been asking for up in Miami.
Yep.
Just a little bit of type of help. So,
Now he
the
got
fact
it.
that he can have Steph Curry and Buddy Hield and Draymond Green out there with him, of course they're,
Jimmy,
it's way better than Miami.
This helps for next round. With Buddy making shots, his confidence is high going into the next round. You need that. Yeah.
So Jimmy gets to be Robin now. He's embraced that role. Said he's more than comfortable being the number 2
I
on this
can't
squad.
even say he's Robin.
Yeah, because he.
Like when you like
You can't.
when you watch him in regular season,
That's right.
literally he was Robin.
Yeah.
Right? And it was like him and Draymond Green was fighting over the same meal. Right? We're both trying to get 6 assists and just show that we're part of this team.
Yeah.
This Jimmy, when the play-in game started, that is a different, that literally, like when people say playoff Jimmy, that is a real thing now. even though the numbers are kind of like the same, it is a very different Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's literally a different dude.
That's crazy too. Though,
kept
huh?
him in-
Not like I said, you can sit there and say, all right, he had
That's
21 and then 22. The 22 is very different than that 21 in the regular season.
Yeah, because he's playing for
Time.
somebody.
It's
Buckets.
impactful. It's timely buckets. It's he's hitting his shots when he
Man.
need it. Like it's
Saw
like
it in the fourth quarter.
all
this
the
game.
big shots that need to be shot.
Yep.
That motherfucker's timing it.
Stop the run.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Man.
Yeah.
In regular season, it's like.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's there. Like, I'm here. But,
Like it's like
but I
I'm
ain't
here, I'm gonna. But it's like, okay, hero, you can take all the fourth quarter shots, and it's like you don't. Like he finished with 21, but you didn't see the 21. You see the 21 here.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, you mentioned Draymond. Draymond will always be Draymond.